This season needed to come with a trigger warning.
Yeah.
Because this will do it. This will do it. Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is all about season 10 of Love is Blind. We are going to be talking about this Brie, Connor, Chris, Jess, with a little sprinkle of Jordan and Amber in there. I am Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
I'm Kamaria. I'm an attorney and a pop culture writer. And so before we get into this Love is Blind next drop of episodes, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell and hype us up, because we be having fun. I don't know how y'all feel, but we be having fun in these conversations. And so,
Yes.
you know, comment, talk back. We love it. We love it. We love it. And thank you. So let's get into it. Let's first start about the Jess Chris situation. Like, this is it's like he's in the rankings to be one of Love is Blind's like top villains. That's where it is right now, the discourse.
If not the top. It's not the top. And it's like, it's really hard to get there. Like,
yeah. For all the history of Love is Blind men, it's bruh.
Yeah. It's been some ain't-ish men. You know, actually, I don't know what season it was that we did Worst Men in Love is Blind history. We need to do another one because Chris has now been added. Alex also on there, but Chris?
Yeah.
Bro,
Devontae too. Like,
yeah. It's a lot going on with these men. And it's so crazy when this drop of episodes, which is, what was this? 7, 8, 9?
7, 8, and 9, yeah.
I thought for sure Jess and Chris were gonna make it because they went to each other's homes. It was seeming all nice and dandy. I was like, out of all of the couples, I think by this point in the episode, they don't have like a major sacrifice. You know, Jordan and Amber, there's the kid. It doesn't seem like Jordan wants to move. You got Alex and Ashley with this whole nomadic lifestyle. You got Devontae, who ain't never dated a woman of color. So I'm like, okay, Jess and Chris, there's nothing that they're both like, I don't want kids. So I was like, okay, they might be able to make it. Like, I can see them going forward. And when they were in Mexico, he was acting like, oh, the working out thing wasn't an issue.
Yeah. And also he was calling her beautiful. He was saying all these different things. So this came out of left field for me. I'm so unclear. And I remember watching something like his ex-girlfriend had released. I saw a couple things of his ex-girlfriend. She done released voicemails. She done released a couple different things. But I remember her just dogging him, saying that he was just this guy who was just not a great boyfriend. And I was like, is this a scorned person? Because I don't get that from him. But it's like, hold your beer. Okay.
The voice notes were not nice. If that's him on the voice notes.
I hadn't even heard the voice notes. I hadn't heard those voice notes. I heard those recently. And he's like, or someone who sounds like him. You know, who knows?
Yeah, right. But, I don't know if it's him, but whoever was on that voice wasn't nice.
He said nice. Flying fuck about 50 million times. I was like, voice analysis says that this might be you. Okay. But it just was off the chain. And he's the biggest surprise for me this season. The biggest surprise.
Yeah, especially because it came out of a left field. So let's paint the picture. So like I said, they were seeming like, okay, they will be able to make it. They're lined up on a few things that other couples seem to be struggling with. And he sits down and all of a sudden we find out he's left for a night or two.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was one night or 2 nights. I couldn't tell with the way they was going back and forth. You know, the chopped up conversations.
Yeah.
Love is Blind loves to give me chopped up conversations. And I was actually thinking through this conversation and the one that Alex and Ashley was having, I wanted to sit the Love is Blind producers down and say, baby, these are the conversations. I need the full script. I want to be able to know how we got from A to Z. Please, just for once. I promise you I'll watch. Even if you got to add in an extra episode. I want to see the conversation completely.
I know they need to put this as like at the end of the season, even if they're not going to do it throughout the season, right? At the end of each Love is Blind season, can we just have the conversations, the most requested conversations played in their entirety? Just give us that, because look, even I saw Kevin was on Storytime with Ricky's podcast, and he was talking about how the Love is Blind edit cut him out of telling Kia that he was asking Tyler to be his girlfriend. Yeah. And so I'm like, it's cutting out conversations, not just for the women, but for the guys too. So do better, Netflix.
So he sits down, and I guess through this conversation with Jess, they're talking about how, well, she's requesting that he communicate completely and just have some transparency about what you're doing, especially when you're leaving the house. And he's like, I don't need to have this continual conversation with you back and forth. We don't need to be communicating. And then all of a sudden it's well, you said you needed a 13-hour break. So, just again, if you could just let me know what that entails, where you're at. And he's saying again, we don't need a long conversation about that. One thing I do not like is a man that's constantly trying to tell you what he got to do with his time.
Yeah.
And why he can't be transparent and communicate, especially when you started this relationship with a different tone.
Yeah.
But the worst part about this though was this was 48 hours after getting back from Mexico. So 48 hours after getting back, you needed a 13-hour break.
I thought 48 hours was how long he was gone. Girl, I missed that.
That's what the 2 days was. The 48 hours was,
okay.
She said it's been 48 hours and you said that you needed a 13-hour break. Because you remember the scene
started
off with him saying, I've been trying to get my life back since getting back, trying to get his bearings.
Yeah, I was a little confused. And it's so interesting because at the beginning of this episode, I kept writing down in my notes like, oh, I really like that Jess is giving him positive reinforcement. She really shares that like, oh, I love when you did this. She compliments him a lot. And then at a certain point in my notes, I was like, I don't see the reciprocity in this just yet. And that was like maybe the first red flag I saw or the yellow flag. But I was like, he's not doing it back to the same degree I'm seeing her do it,
Yeah.
Because I think it's important to do that, to affirm your partner. But at this conversation, it was just, what's happening here? Because I'm still unclear as to what it is, because I don't think it was sexual attraction, personally. I think that it was something else. I feel like it's the doctor money. The doctor money, was probably making that Charles Schwab account look, a little
very small,
minuscule. Yeah.
You went to her house, her 4-bedroom house that she got on her own. It was like, whoa, yes. My little townhome condo can't compete, baby. Yeah. It can't compete.
Yeah, I don't even remember seeing his house.
I could be remembering that incorrectly, but I'm sure we went to both of their houses, and they went to his first, and then it was like, whoa, we're walking into
watch it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of the things I will say is I appreciate how Jess really took this as like, oh, this is you. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, let's work it out. And it's like, work out what? You don't
didn't want it to work out. He just wanted to be able to place blame on her. After he tried to say all of a sudden this is an issue he's used to. Well, he actually said, all my life, I haven't been direct. And then he says, I need to choose my words carefully. And he was like, we had such a great conversation in the pods. It was real. So I'm like, you're already speaking from a place of like, this is over and I want it to be over, and like picking at straws. And then you're talking about, sometimes I wonder if I should have chose my number 2. And at this point, it's like, you don't have to say I should have chose my number 2. Just say you want Brie. Like, say you are interested in Brie, which no offense to Brie. I'm not looking at Brie like she's a swimwear model. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I'm not seeing the difference between Brie and Jess.
I mean, the one thing I do see with Brie is like, I haven't seen her like in athletic wear or whatever, right? But maybe there is some level of like, I do Tough Mudders, like, I see that in her, you know what I mean? And maybe he finds that body attractive. But one of the things that I saw somebody point out was that like, this man does not have a body to be talking about somebody else's body. Like,
I would have never thought that Chris does
anything.
CrossFit, Spartan races, marathons. Nothing. He has no muscle definition and got a little pudge.
Right.
You got a pudge. Yes.
If we find a pool party pic, we might put it up in here. But it's just too much. So off rip, there's no way you should be talking the way you are. It's not tracking. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not tracking the fact that somebody like him, who is not God's gift to women, you get what I'm saying?
Not a chisel in sights.
Yes. And it's like you in the beginning weren't saying any of this. So it has to be some other reason that's going on. Like Devontae, we saw this. straight up from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Even Alex was like, she's not my type. Like, she's not my, you know what I'm saying? You just came out of left field. So that's why it feels like it's something else. It just feels like it's something else. So.
Yeah, probably was that house and was like, oh, she making real money. Because only a man.
It wasn't huge, but it was like, it's like she's making doctor money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but she's maintaining all of that by herself. I mean, that has to speak to something, right? It wasn't a huge house, but I'm being dramatic. But it was well decorated. It was given. I poured money into the home, you know?
Yeah.
And even on like the insecurity piece, you know, a big thing for him was the height. And it's like, you was worried about not being tall enough. And now you talking about this girl ain't got a Pilates body for you?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Flabbergasted doesn't begin to describe how I was when watching this. I was like, are these actors at this point? You know what I'm saying? Like, are these men hired to be like, oh, show one way, and then episode 5 or 6, we're going to swap that buddy out for a new guy, and he's going to be our villain, okay? Like, what's happening here? Because it's wild.
It needs to come with a trigger warning.
Yeah.
I said all of this needs to come with a trigger warning. This season of Love is Blind should have been hey, just so you know, if you've ever been done wrong by a man, we're gonna find a way to sprinkle every little thing up in there, baby. We look like we finna get into cheating. It looks like we finna get into two-timing, backstabbing, talking shit. It's
belittling you, body shaming you.
Yes.
Like
colorism. Like,
yes. All these things, because Jessica, just on her for a second, she's so teeny tiny. You know what I'm saying? So this element, and we'll get to Brie in a moment, because like the words that I kept hearing Brie say, like that flashed up, and she's like, well, you might want the discipline. Like trying to give him an out every time when they were talking with Priyanka and Ashley and them. It's not about the discipline, because if it was about the discipline, the fact that she's disciplined enough to go through med school, the fact that she's disciplined enough to work these shifts, been in on the front lines of COVID, you know what I'm saying, as an infectious disease doctor, it's not about discipline.
Her feet all day. She probably don't need to go to look how teeny she is without working out. Like, not saying that she's probably the healthiest person out there, but I'm like, she's probably on her feet getting steps all day.
Yeah,
like all day.
Now we do need to strength train, especially those of us in our late 30s. Strength training is important, but who says she don't strength train? Pilates is not even strength training. You know what I'm saying? Like pulling weights out. Like, who said, did she not go to the gym? And even if she does not go to the gym, it's like, this is a lie. So stop trying to gaslight us. So that's one of the things I wanted to talk about too, is that these men, like him, Devontae, Alex, they all gaslighting these women. And these women, I'm so proud that Jess trusted her gut. They're gaslighting them. They're trying to give them a reason that sounds plausible for why these women are experiencing something. The whole time, these women are throwing the full truth in their faces, and they just do not have the balls to confront the truth. They just literally don't. They don't want to have these uncomfortable conversations, or they want to have them to seem like they're putting forward doing the right thing, but then they don't really fully want to go all the way to the end. And so they do a little out, like Chris said, like, oh, we can still work on it because you want to still seem like you're a nice guy, but you're not. You get what I'm saying? Because if you were, you would have cut the shit when you realized it. If you weren't attracted to her, you would have been cut the shit. You would have cut it. Like,
and then he had some nerve to say, I still want to see this thing through with you. I don't want you to feel sad because I think we can still have fun. How are we supposed to have fun after you basically told me I'm a fat bitch?
Yeah.
Like,
but that's part of the ruse.
But that's how it felt. You know what I'm saying?
That's part of the ruse, though. That's part of this thing that they're sitting here. That's part of the gaslighting. It's I'm trying to sound and appear reasonable. So I'm saying I will even try on this when that's a lie. That's my next lie to you. My next lie is that we can try. It's just I want to appear like a good guy. And it's annoying. All of them. All of them. That's all.
As much effort as men put in, trust your gut. And I'm like, as much effort as men put in trying to sound like the good guy, you would think you would just want to put the effort in to just be a good guy. Like, why put all of this energy into lie, to keep up with your lies, to scam and scheme, gaslight, and manipulate women into thinking you're all in when you're not. Like, it's foolish.
I think it's literally because where they are is on this bad, like if there's a meter of bad to good, they're down here. And so having to stretch themselves to actually be a good person down here, it takes too much effort. It's easier to do the effort of lying and manipulating because they get to stay in their comfort space down here on the bad end. Yeah. Does that make sense? Because that's my thought on it. That's my theory.
Child.
Yeah.
Too much. And then he meets with Connor.
Yeah. But let's before we do the meet with Connor though, let's talk about the fact that he mentioned, I know you said it before already, but he mentioned that he was having feelings for his number 2. And so because that the context of going to Connor and knowing that he has these feelings for Brie is wild. One, I was like, what's happening here?
If they're even real feelings, I'm starting to think he got a little issue because the way they said that he went and jumped to that strip club and was posting about it.
Yes, I did hear that. The word on the street was that he went to a strip club after this little breakup with Jess and stuff. Like, was it during the 24 hours or was it after the breakup?
Right after the breakup, but also too, you disappeared on Jess.
Yeah.
Before the conversation. Yeah. So what was you doing then? Yeah. So I don't know. It's giving you might have a little issue with the Willie down there.
Yeah, it could be anything. It literally could be that. It could be anything. Like
it impulses you can't control. I don't know, honey, because not you acting sad like your world was rocked because she don't want to be with you, and you end up at a strip club. Make sense.
And then like the thing about him going for Brie, right? Before he had this conversation with Connor, when Brie was at the pool with him, we kept saying like, oh, it's giving that he's dodging these
passes
fishing
that she poles.
Was right. He's throwing it out. He's dodging it. That's what it felt like. Now I want to see the unedited when Netflix put out the unedited clips. I want to see that because for me it was just wild. It definitely signaled that she liked him. I said that in the last episode. I said she likes him. I think she likes him. And as we see, there's something there. But anywho, let me not do my little Trump. I can't. Look. But it's something there. Let's just go to the Connor conversation. That was wild.
Yeah, no, for real. I felt like I wanted to be Michael Rappaport. I would be like, you conniving, commiserating.
Not a training crossover.
Chris, like,
to the Love Is Blind. Yeah.
No, seriously though, because what is this? I was like, this is some evil stuff. Like, not you going to the man knowing you got feelings for his fiance.
Yeah. And I thought, you know what I thought? Literally the way he was trying to handle that situation with Jess and the fact that he sat down with Connor, I thought, okay, he's going to put on this show, but ultimately tell Connor that I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell you as a man that I'm interested in her and I'm going to mention it, but I wanted to be a man and tell you that first.
Which I would have respected. Yeah, it would have been crazy, but I would have been, at least you're not being conniving, commiserating.
Yeah. I didn't know what to do because I'm like, first of all, when did y'all become Love Is Blind couple besties? This quad.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out too because it's like they were saying Jess was close with Brie.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you even coming to him like that hard? Because it seemed like the last I saw there was some couple swapping that Brie was interested in, and it didn't seem like they were giving. We're all 4 of us are like a Love Is Blind couple squad, you know, friend group, yeah. So I was a little confused by that, but it's like, okay, if that is your friend, have some character. Have some character with Jessica, and then have some character with this man. Like, he's your friend, is he not? You've known this girl for 30 days. I'm not trying to say because everybody's getting married off of these 30 days. I get it. But at the same time,
yeah, but how you treat people goes down to your values and your moral compass. Because, and I say this all the time, like somebody who cheats on their wife, I can't be friends with you. Yeah. Point blank, period. Like that's a really big thing for me because I'm like, if you are willing to do this to the person who's closest to you, that tells me a lot about who you are. I can't trust you. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what this is giving. Like, even though, I mean, well, they are in a relationship, but it's like you're in a relationship thinking about starting another relationship and then going to that person's partner. Like, everybody's kind of like up in the air. Mm-hmm. So not only are you willing to cause confusion in another person's relationship, you willing to blow your own shit up. You willing to tell this woman that, basically, I'm not attracted to you because you don't do Pilates. I don't know what he's looking for. Like, it's like you're doing way too much. You've added so many layers. It's like the wall of understanding is no longer there. Like you are what you are. Like, and you can't run away from that. And it's like I said, Love is Blind this season needed to come with a trigger warning.
Yeah.
Because this will do it. This will do it.
Girl, yeah. All right. Let's get into the Brie. Because not a girl's girl at all.
Girl, she ain't a her girl. She ain't. Baby, you got for yourself, okay? Like, and if you wait for yourself, you can't be for me. Like,
girl, what? Yes.
What? Yeah. What in the pick Misha? Or let me not, because she can't get no Isha out of me. Pick. I don't know.
I know. It was wild. She bent over backwards in so many ways to give him the benefit of the doubt when he's standing in front of her, slurring his words, talking about another woman and trying to make her feel bad or trying to embarrass her for any sexual escapades that they had. And I'm just like, what part of this is attractive? Answer that question, Brie. Like, what part of that?
Not even a noble man.
His face was even flushed and just like he was not together. He was not together. Like, I could see. I mean, I can't even see, but you would get maybe a benefit of the doubt if he was even together. Like, he wasn't together in no way, shape, or form. He was drunk as a skunk, flipping, flying. What he said, kept saying, "Fly." I don't give a flying fuck. Everybody commenting on how he's saying, "Look, he was a sloppy mess." So what about this?
And what about this? She was eating it up. When that happened, I was like, you can tell she don't get enough attention in life. She can't.
Look at her bio really quick, because we got to see it. She one of the seasoned singles, because I can't remember. So we had some seasoned singles, and because it's giving thirst. Is giving thirst.
Yeah, child. Her bio said, between her demanding job and new side hustle of flipping investment properties across the country, Brie tends to maximize every moment of her day. I operate at 100 miles an hour, which is why she can't get settled in her thoughts. She like, ooh, a new flower over here. Ooh, a new daisy over here. Ooh, a new this, a new that, a new. Please.
He has gum on the floor of a club that everybody been stepping on, and I need you to not be fascinated by that.
Okay, very much so. I operate 100 miles an hour and I'm looking for someone to help mellow me out, she says. Mind you, you're having a conversation with Chris about how potentially Connor is not enough for you because he's too passive. Okay. Yeah. While a change of pace might be refreshing, that does not mean that Brie will go the distance with a guy who isn't driven. The biggest red flag to me is someone with a lack of direction in life. She says, if he can't show up as strong and confident to me, I find that really unattractive, especially when you're in your 30s. If she can overcome her admittedly long list of icks, Brie hopes to spend the rest of her days with her soulmate, enjoying life's small pleasures, like waking up to having a cup of coffee. I want to do all the simple things in life that I've done for so long alone.
Well, this giving single season with that. Yeah. Well, what is that? Seasoned single.
Yeah, seasoned single.
It's giving seasoned single with that. She said that I've done along so long. Girl, because you come into back to the dating market a little touch
starved. You at the touch starve, real starve, just starve, baby, just
because not
starved and thirsty.
Like Alex and Brittany, Brie and Chris, two women who experience a man coming to them on some inappropriate type shit, and Alex looked better. But look how Brittany turned that mother effer down. You know what I'm saying? But you can't squat away Chris. You can't flick that little boy back. Alex would have been so much more difficult for somebody to turn down. And Brittany did. But here you go, engaging with this guy. Like,
yes. As he is talking about his now ex-fiancés.
Yes.
presence in the bedroom.
Yeah.
That right there was the ultimate, like, you talk about a long list of icks, Brie.
Mm-hmm.
Where do they begin? Where does it start?
And where does
because
it
you had everything to say walking into Connor's house, talking about ick this, ick that. Oh my God, 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 pointing out every single thing. But you sat in this conversation and watched a man disrespect another woman that's going through this same process with you.
Yeah.
Is a well-respected woman at that.
Yeah.
Got her shit together. She not out here being dramatic. Nothing. Jess has been so unproblematic.
Yeah.
And you're allowing him to sit there and engaging in the conversation, egging it on, might I add, adding into it, and trying to defend him at the same time. I actually didn't like that Ashley or Priyanka were in that conversation. Yeah. I would have shut that shit down immediately, just like Ashley did. I mean, Amber.
Yes. Yeah. And that's why Amber is in this one, okay? Because it's a through line between all three of these couples, okay? Yes. Amber was the only real one in that exchange. She had hit for hit for hit for hit. She had bars that whole night. Think you're going to get you another doctor? Okay, guess not. Right. You know, where are you going to find one of those again? Like, he's too short to be this cocky. Amber, you okay in my book, okay? You okay
10 out of 10, babes. 10 out of 10. I can hang out with Amber, okay?
I know.
I can hang out with Amber. I can leave my man with Amber. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's a girl's girl. It's ridiculous. I remember when I was watching it, I rewound that scene so many times. One, because I was like, is Brie saying what I think she's saying?
Girl,
like
she said it.
They were talking over each other. And I'm like, did she just say, wait, I can hear him. I'm on the fence. I don't. What are we talking about? So there was that. But then also in that scene, I remember feeling that, like, why are we allowing him to have a discussion? It should have been like, Chris, like, no disrespect, but that's something between you two. Like, that, we shouldn't be hearing about this. If you want to have a conversation about that, you should talk to her. Like, it's easy ways to shut this down. And then if he doesn't, start joking about his ass. You get what I'm saying? Like, what Pilates do you do? Where are you? Where's your Pilates body? Where's your body that's giving tea? They was all want to kiki when the women were around and be like, oh, rah, 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 he's so horrible, even Brie. But when they get in front of him, keep that same energy. You get what I'm saying? Keep that same energy. And the fact that Priyanka...
And Brie led that conversation about Chris talking about him sliding in her DMs, going, starting an Instagram, I think she said, and going to the strip club or whatever. So it's like, it's fake. It's so fake. And I'm like, honestly, y'all actually deserve each other. Yeah. Y'all deserve each other. You're actually a picture perfect couple made in hell for each other, because you guys are willing to disrespect the people close to you together. So y'all can go kiki and do that and see how it works out.
On that point about him, about fakeness, when Emma was like, he bought followers. I was like, buying followers. But it took me back. Like, I was just commenting on Christina Coco's page. Hey, girl, if you're watching. But I was saying how, like, in our deep dive, we were looking at that picture and we were like, this is not giving.
On his Instagram, like, Instagram, yeah.
We're like, it's not giving cast photo. Like,
not at all.
I don't know. And so it's giving something is just fake all up in here. You know what I'm saying? The voice notes from that the exes are showing, it's giving, do you like yourself? Because maybe like attracts like. Brie, do you like yourself? And Chris, do you like yourself? You know what I'm saying? It's giving birds of a feather flock together. Elementary school nurseries coming through, okay?
Literally. Yeah, child. Yeah, and on that note, I feel bad for Connor.
Yes.
Connor is one of the green flags this season to me.
Yeah.
Now, his house was a little, like, I probably would have been a little like, ooh, not the old keg. But it's like he a man at the end of the day. You know, like, it's not that big of a deal. It's not the big of a deal that Brie was making it, for sure.
His house looked better than, what's his name?
Jordan's.
Yes.
Maybe.
Jordan, I'm like, what's in the dungeon? You have to... You have to finish this basement or stay out of it, because something ain't right down here.
Yeah.
But Connor's house, to me, I felt like it was a good house for a guy.
Yeah, I did too.
Maybe my standards are too low. I don't know. But some of these guys, especially a guy of his sort of financial status, like, he seems like, what is he, lower middle class? What do you think? Or just middle class? Like he's somewhere in
I
the
feel like middle class because he said he does dumpster sales or
but
something.
yeah, the
like
dumpster
that,
part is what made me kick it to the lower.
Yeah.
But but it's somewhere in there. You know what I'm saying? He ain't struggling. He ain't missing no meals.
Yeah.
He's fine, you know? But that's the type of house he's giving. It's like regular. For that range of finances, he's giving that this house is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? He owns it. It's a townhouse. It didn't look overly nasty or anything like that. I don't remember the bathroom though. Did they show the bathroom? I don't know.
They didn't. If it was nasty, they would have showed it.
Yeah, the kitchen looked straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why it's the kitchen and the bathroom, and it looked straight. So I was like, yeah. And her house looked nice. It did look nice. I expected it to be like bigger, you know, but it looked nice.
Yeah.
And especially if it's a condo. Condos be expensive as hell.
But yeah, I feel bad for him because he's been nothing but nice and honest, and I felt like she just continues to do things to bring up insecurities. And when they met his family, when the dad was like, okay, well, tell me what it is that you've noticed since leaving the pods, I felt like that was like yeah, girl, shut up and tell me what you actually like about my son, because it's giving fluff. But even in her conversation with his family, it was just giving like, girl, you was just talking about how you wanted to be with Chris in Mexico. So let's not be fake.
Yeah.
And
they quick to be fake on you with these family visits. All of Devontae, we'll have to talk about that in the Devontae video.
Yes,
but all of them
was being fake, yes. But she was extra fake, because I'm like, girl, this is not how you feel. This is not how you feel. You talking about how everything just felt like it was a speed of light or whatever she said, and it made me cringe, because I wish I could like go through the screen and tap on Connor's shoulder and say like, how do you feel in this moment?
Yeah. Connor's he gives decent dude. Like he doesn't give, you know, too much, too little. He's just right there in the middle, you know. So I don't have anything bad to say about Connor. And I wonder, remember we said on the last drop that there was a preview, it looked like he was closing the door on her. I'm like, is that the scene when
this was a scene?
You think
when
it was
he said get out?
When they were testing the door? So you think that it's not a real get out scene?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I still wonder though, because I was like, I don't think I heard him say get out. I thought I heard him just but I don't.
That's what they were wearing in the preview.
Oh,
but you know they put yeah.
Oh, I thought he was putting her out. I would love that for my guy Connor.
Yeah, no, I wish.
I would love that for her. And the only other thing I will say on them, as far as like that Chris situation, is that Brie disrespected Connor in two ways in that conversation. Like that conversation should have been shut down as soon as you could tell he was trying to come for you, like he was making a pass at you, because it's disrespectful to sit there and listen to a pass when you're an engaged woman. It's just disrespectful to your partner. So that's one offense. The second offense though is not you listening to him talk shit about your man. Is he your man or is he not? How you sitting there like he is basically a pussy, and you just sat there and you listened to him talk about him like that? Yeah,
you're right. I have something come out. That's what it was giving, like, But she did say when she was talking to her mom that she does need that reassurance, and so if she's looking. Like, it looks like she's also just looking for outside validation, but that's what happens when you're not confident in yourself and your decisions, and you're looking to other people to affirm you. And it even goes back to the conversation she had with his parents, talking about something. It was either Connor or it was nobody. Like, no, that's not the energy that you are coming with in these other conversations. And she also disrespected him to his family. Like you picking out all the icks and the things that bother you, like that is just such a telltale sign. Like I do not like nobody who, especially when you're just meeting this person. It'd be one thing if like you been knew my man for years and years and years, and I'm like, yeah, child, like sometimes he do this to get on my nerves, but I'm just meeting you, and in the first conversation you're telling me all the things you don't like about my child. Like, no.
Yeah, red flag.
Yeah, it's not. No.
Yeah, because it's like
you take pleasure in putting people down and talking shit. Like,
no. Yeah. I was about to say, when you really love someone and you really, sometimes it's hard for people to see when they in it, see the red flags, see the horrible things. And if you're this is what you give when you first, like out the gate, you're giving me this, that this is what he has that's wrong with him. It's like, yeah, it might be a problem. And I guess it kind of goes back to also that comment you said when he was saying in the beginning, like, oh, she gets on my fucking nerves, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, he said it in a joking way, right? But it's like, maybe y'all not right for each other. Like,
Yeah.
Chris aside, but maybe y'all see too much of the problems, too much of the flaws in each other, and not enough of the good stuff. But yeah, she a trip. The one thing though, that when she was meeting with the parents and she was just like, or who was she talking to? Her mom or somebody? She was like, when you know, you just know. And it's like, but do you know, girl? Like, cause I don't think
just be
you
talking.
No, yes.
Just be talking. Everybody mentioned how much you be talking, and it's because you don't know what you saying. You just talking.
Yeah,
just talking.
No. Facts. Something ain't right there. Something's not right. So I'm interested to see where this lands. I hope it doesn't land in a marriage. Like, Connor needs to know his worth and cut it. You know what I'm saying? Just like with Love is Blind UK, like I am unclear as to how much Connor is picking up from what's happening at the bar. I feel like you gotta be picking up what's happening because this man seems drunk and you done heard flying fuck about a billion times.
He's loud.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like you picking it up. So I want to see what happens with Connor's decision. I hope it is still that scene where he's saying get out. But I know
it would be nice.
Wishful thinking.
It would be nice to just hear him get to stand firm in who he is, because he seems like an overall nice guy, regular dude. Which I wish he would stop saying that. I'm just a blue collar. It's like, it can come off like you lack confidence, and then when things like this are happening, hopefully he's not second guessing himself and his worth through it for the sake of like just wanting to be in this relationship. So
one thing I will say though is like, even if he isn't a super confident person, it's like, and Chris is. Arrogance is not the same. Like he look.
Yeah.
Like something
talking about I want to be I want to be everyone's best. Like, why? What?
Oh, I'm sure you're not. Like, I'm sure he's not. Like, I'm not gonna say just judging looks. But it's not giving that you are, because it's really not giving that you are. Like, somebody who's given that they might be is Mike. Mike seemed like an attentive man. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what about him, and I'm not even attracted
that Italian stallion.
Yeah, and he also just seems like he's reassuring, and he doesn't seem like he has too much of an ego, in my thoughts. But it ain't him. This man is not giving. He lays it down. He just is not. Alex is even giving it that he could lay down. This man isn't giving that. It's just not. You're gonna have to really give me a petition of the women. They sign in the names. I will sign, and I agree.
Yeah,
this is he did wow me. Like, I need to see it. I will never believe that without actual tangible proof. And it better not buy him like the follower.
Right.
All right. Anything else on them?
No, let's go ahead and move into Jordan and Amber. Baby, it's been on the tip of my tongue. I would already talked about it, but his house, that to me, it would have been a no-go. It would have been a no-go. That toothbrush, the grime everywhere. That house was straight up, it was nasty. To me, it was nasty to me. Stuff everywhere, unorganized. It was giving truly like almost your first impression when we did the bios. Like, you just like I want to say grubby, but
I mean, grubby's not bad,
Yeah, it just gives a little grubby. He disappointed me in these batch of episodes.
Yeah, no. One of the things that I will say that disappointed me, even like the house, I was expecting something like that. Like, I would have been surprised if we walked in there and it was like Buckingham Palace, or that it was clean. I would have been like, okay, Jordan. But what surprised me was the moving situation, because they seem like they're going to have some drama with that. And when he was like, I would like to be a little closer to the city, so have stuff to do. And I'm like, hold up, excuse me. Is that our reasoning so we can have stuff to do, a nice social life, when she's got a kid in school. Like,
yeah. But
she has
remember
a
I
house
said
that can
he
fit
was
all of you.
rooted. Yes, remember I said he was rooted in his friends. He was the one that was out all the time. Like, and I was like, this can cause problems unless somebody is wanting to just stay around when it seems like you're always with your people, you're grounded in your community like that, or just like solidified in it. You don't want to leave it, and that's what it's giving. He don't want to leave that.
Yeah.
He does not. Once that conversation happened, I was like, oh, they're not, I don't think they're going to make it.
Yeah, no. And that's why I'm kind of like, who gets married here? You know what I'm saying? Like the only people.
Christine.
Yeah, because I was like, the only people I see is the people they didn't follow. That's the only people I see. That's it. Like, it's. Now, Amber and Jordan could, right?
They're not making it. They're not making it. The way Amber stood up for Jess at that thing, and the way Jordan was sitting there saying, be nice, when Amber was talking to Chris.
Oh, I don't think I even paid attention to that.
Yeah, he like tapped her back. It wasn't like he didn't say be nice specifically, but it was like chill out on him a little bit. And then you were in the bathroom with Chris when he was talking shit, talking about he was going to go after.
Because I was wondering who was in the bathroom.
Yes, I said, oh, baby, Amber's not going for that. Amber's not going for that. That's a no. It's a no.
Yeah, and it's like when people have different public decorum rules, right?
Yeah.
Like, some people get squeamish if you're being a little fussy with the waiter, or you complain at restaurants and stuff like that. Like, different people have their different capacities on things, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to the public decorum rules, and if he's somebody that's pulling her back because she a straight shooter, then it gives that I might be, I don't know, embarrassed if that's the right word, but I might not agree with how we might not be in alignment. Right. on how to operate in public, and that might be a problem. And
and he also didn't stick up for her when Chris was talking shit on her. Chris was like, yeah, we all said you was too much, but you're perfect for Jordan. If that's my man, you better say, hold up, brother. Like, it doesn't matter what y'all thought, what y'all feel. This is my girl. We're not finna even get into all of that. We're beyond that. Like, let's move on. Your opinions don't matter. I don't think it is gonna work. While he met her brother, he did mention that he also met the father of her child.
Oh, yes.
And that seemed to have went really well. So that part of it seems like it's going in the right direction. But when he stood there and let Chris say that stuff, I was like, if this don't turn into an argument later on, and that's where we pick up with their stuff next episode, or it's just, I feel like it might just be like a side note for her. I don't know. I don't know how that moment made her feel. But I know watching it, I was just like, not you talking shit. To her, you know what I'm saying? Like, right to her face and to her man. And you don't say nothing, Jordan.
And it's so funny because it's like, even as it was happening, I was like, is he like low-key like dissing? Like, it was like in real time hearing it. So I'm sure it's a lot for people to be able to register that, like, he got me fucked up. Like, sometimes. Because it's like he said it very in a sneaky, slow way, but it was, I was picking it up that I'm like, bruh.
One of the backhanded type compliments.
Yeah, this is a little backhanded. Yeah, so I mean, Amber could take care of herself, so that's good. But also, you want a man who will take care of you,
right?
Period. You know. So
you need a man who will take care of you. Otherwise, you will continue to pick up all the slack.
Yeah. You mentioned him meeting the daughter's father. One of the things that I found surprising in this episode was that she hadn't told the daughter she was going to get engaged. Like, she told her later, which is interesting. But I guess at the end of the day, you don't want to excite your child about anything that may not happen.
It was the safest way. It's like,
I
don't even know if I'm coming back here with something. So ain't no need for me to tell you I'm going to go get something, you know? I'm going on vacation, babes. I'll be back. And leave it at that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Alrighty, so do we have anything else on the Brie, Connor, Chris, Jess, Jordan, Amber of it all?
I don't think so.
Alrighty, well, that is it for Love is Blind, Season 10, Episodes 7 through 9 on those couples. We will have a second part that will include everyone else, so make sure you check that out as well. Again, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Who from this season of Love is Blind do you feel like is getting married? Who is not? Who are you rooting for, either individually or as a couple? And we will catch you for the next drop. All right, bye.
Bye.